Hello friends, this is Ramuthu from Learn with Projects. I am here to discuss about internal combustion engines. So in this lecture, we're going to discuss about heat engines, classification of IC engines, parts that comparison engine, and basic terminology to describe any engine. So now we can see heat engines. So what is an heat engine? Any engine or machine which converts heat input given to the system into any useful work, right? So this is derived from first law of thermodynamics. What it states like, when a system undergoes a thermodynamic cycle, then the heat supplied to any system from the surroundings is equals to the net work done by the system on the surroundings. But later on there is a contradiction given from this law and stated perpetual motion machine of first kind. So it actually states that there is no machine that produces work continuously without any loss of energy. So that we can say heat engine is something like when heat is supplied to a system or any heat engine, then it delivers some useful work with loss of some heat energy. So in this manner we can describe heat engine. We can see here some heat input is given to the heat engine, later on it supplied some work, but there is some heat loss during the process. That states that heat engine. So in this heat engine there are some classification in them: external combustion engines and internal combustion engines. What external combustion engines? So here these are the engines where combustion takes place outside system or any working system, because these have main role to supply the heat input to the system only. So these will not play any substantial role in the working process. Actually these have high torque. For running these type of engines we require very less quality of fuel, like solid fuels. Coal is one of the examples for solid fuels, right? So these were seen at most extent in power plants or any industrial sectors. Now let's dive into the internal combustion engines. So these are the engines where the fuel and air mixture combusts inside the cylinder. Here the combustion plays a key role to produce work. So the working fluid in these type of internal combustion engines are any liquid fuels like light liquid fuels like petrol engines, and heavy fuels like diesel engines. So coming to the classification of IC engines, we can see there are lots of classifications are given in these IC engines according to their relevance. Here according to the operation they are classified into 2-stroke engine or 4-stroke engine, and according to the cylinder arrangement, horizontal, vertical, V-type or radial engines. And according to the mode of ignition, spark ignition, compressed ignition. According to mode of cooling, air cooled or liquid cooled. And coming to the fuels used, petrol engine, diesel engine, gas engine, kerosene engine or oil engine. According to number of cylinders, single cylinder or multi-cylinder. According to their use, stationary, marine, aerospace, portable, automobiles. According to cycle of combustion, Otto cycle, diesel cycle or dual cycle. So we will discuss these basic nature in the next lectures. And now the parts which comprise an engine. So these are the parts. Now we can discuss them. So now we will discuss about engine block and cylinder head. We can see the pattern of cylinders are placed in order to form a structure. So the pattern which consists these structures form a engine block, and these cylinders which contains gas pressure produced during the combustion, and these are the main key role to guide the pistons for the reciprocating motion, and combustion takes place inside the cylinder itself. So it is cylinder head. It is a removable part which covers the upper part of the cylinder block. On the other side it holds all the valves, valve mechanisms, and cylinder head bears the combustion and responsible to interact with surroundings for heat exchange, right? So now we can go ahead for piston, gudgeon pin and connecting rod. Piston is the only reciprocating part of IC engine. It is fitted inside the cylinder in order to bear the gas pressure and transmit those thrust to the connecting rod, later on to crankshaft. And the gudgeon pin, which is called as piston pin also, it holds the small end of connecting rod with the piston in order to transmit the power produced in the cylinder during the combustion. So this is the connecting rod. So this is the connecting rod which has small end and the big end. Generally the small end is connected to piston inside the hole and the big end is fitted over the crankshaft. So connecting rod transmits the piston load to the crankshaft which makes the crankshaft to rotate. It plays a very crucial role which converts reciprocating motion to rotary motion. Crankshaft, oil pan. Crankshaft is the rotating part of IC engine which then delivers that rotating motion to required work usage. It is mounted on engine block with helps of bearings. The big end of the connecting rod is connected to this crankshaft. Now at the bottom you can see oil pan. So it is the reservoir of lubricating fluid which supplies to engine components. This oil pan has to hold the whole lubricating oil in it, later on supplied to all working members in the engine during their usage, because all the mechanical machine members will have some friction between those links. So in order to reduce the friction between them, the lubricating fluid is used. We can discuss here valves and valve mechanisms. Valves are the doors for cylinder in this IC engines, as these regulate the passage of fuel and air mixture. Even they are fresh charge or exhausted charge. These are just doors, but they are operated with help of rocker arms. So now we can discuss about rocker arms. These are the key role in these IC engines as they operate the valves to regulate the flow of combustible and combusted matter. Actually, these rocker arms are operated by camshafts or push rods. So now coming to the valve cover. This covers the cylinder head that contains these valve and their mechanism parts in order to expose to the surroundings. Camshafts. Shafts which are mounted with cams in order to regulate the valve openings and closings during working of any IC engine. So these camshafts are operated with help of crankshaft by means of belt or chain drives with a specific gear ratio. In general, gear ratio of camshaft to crankshaft will be 1:2. So we'll go with now basic terminology in IC engines. Let's assume these are manifolds. According to the usage, they will be called as inlet or exhaust manifolds. This is a piston. This is gudgeon pin. This is connecting rod, cylinder block, cylinder head. The role of this one will change. If we talk about spark ignition engines, these are spark plugs. So if we discuss about compressed ignition engines, these are injectors. So when we see the cross section of the cylinder, then we can see the circle as its cross section. So diameter of this cylinder is called as bore. So now coming to the stroke, the working length is called a stroke because the piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center. Top dead center. What is the top dead center? Top dead center is the position where the piston reaches its highest position in the cylinder. Bottom dead center, it is the position where the piston reaches lower position of the cylinder. So the distance between the top dead center and bottom dead center is called as stroke. So the working length to its volume is called as swept volume because the piston will move from the bottom dead center to top dead center, but there will be some excess part, it is called as clearance volume. So in this clearance volume the combustion takes place. So now adding upon swept volume and clearance volume will give us total volume of the cylinder for working condition. That means even though the excess part of the cylinder will not come into the part of total volume because the working medium will be between bottom dead center to upper end of the cylinder block. So this will be the working medium for the any IC engine. So now we can see here some interesting part of the cylinder. So this is a cross section. This is called as cylinder block. piston, connecting rod, when you zoom it, gudgeon pin, crankshaft, and crankcase or oil pan. So we will see here basic terminology that we have discussed before. So even though this is the whole volume of the cylinder, the working medium will be the working of piston, the movement of piston. At this lowest position of the crank, we will see this position as bottom dead center, and movement of to the upper position, where we can see this as top dead center. The distance between top dead center to the cylinder block, the volume will be called as clearance volume, and the volume between top dead center to bottom dead center will be called as swept volume. So the distance between TDC and BDC will called as stroke length. So these are the basic terminology that we have discussed in this lecture. So the latter things will be discussed in the coming sessions. To learn things in a better way, then join with Learn with Projects. Thank you.